Everyone, welcome to the Idiot Podcast. So normally I have some sort of idea of what I'm going to talk about, some topics that I've been ruminating on during the week that I want to bring to the podcast. Well, today I don't have any of that. I've got nothing for you. So we're just chatting right now. What is going on? Well, my 5-year-old decided to wake me up at 3:30 in the morning. Came into my bed giggling and laughing and talking just gibberish, not to him, but to me, just his own made up language and cracking up for hours. So I've basically been up since 3:30. My 3-year-old was sleeping next to me and somehow totally slept through all of that madness. So I'm kind of like realizing I'm not just realizing how important sleep is, but man, sleep is so important. How do you guys function on low sleep? I know some people get adrenaline and are able to function and others not, but I'm on a few hours. So I'm just trying to get through the day. I don't know, dude. I still went to yoga in the morning and I prayed and meditated, and then I have to film this afternoon, and I get to film. Have you heard that? It's a really good trick. I can't remember where I learned it, but instead of phrasing things as I have to do this, you say I get to do this. Even if it's I get to go to the DMV, I get to because I have a car, or I'm going to get my license. I get to go. I get to. I don't know. I kind of like it. Kind of like saying that about everything. I get to go to the doctor. I get to wake up at 3:30 a.m. with my 5-year-old who's healthy and laughing. And I get to experience life at 3:30 in the morning with my kid because I'm alive and I exist in this world. And isn't that kind of awesome and cool, even though it's 3:30? I get to be tired today while I get to record this podcast and I get to release it to you awesome people who get to listen to me rant and talk about absolutely nothing. We get to do this. Isn't that exciting? I think so. So I don't know. Part of me just wants to swear off men for the rest of my life because I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at, I clearly wasn't good at being a wife, and I'm not good at being a girlfriend. I'm not good in romantic relationships. My friend Manon would smack me on the wrist for that and say, don't affirm that. You have to say that you are good, that you do know how to be in a healthy relationship, that you are a loving, kind, not fucking psychotic girlfriend. You're not that. Don't say that. Don't affirm that. But just right now, that's how I'm feeling. I'm like trying to keep this new relationship private, and I am, like, obviously you guys don't know who I'm seeing, but I'm struggling. I struggle in romantic relationships. I just do. It's so annoying. It actually dominates a lot of the conversation that I have with my therapist. It's like my relationship with this guy that I'm seeing and all the insecurities and triggers it brings up. It's just, dude, it's fucking exhausting. And like, I'm not just talking about him, just any romantic relationship. We're keeping this general. Just the arguments about the dumbest shit. It's so frustrating and crazy making for me. I know a lot of people don't sweat relationships. They're able to have a normal, healthy relationship function at work, be a great parent, do the whole deal. For me, oftentimes romantic relationships become all consuming and my work gets thrown off, or maybe I'm not as present with my kids all the time because my mind is thinking about that thing that he said, or what's going to happen in the future, or is he going to hurt me, or what's it going to look like? And oh, it's good now, but what about in 10 years? I mean, look what just happened, in my last relationship, how that kind of blew up. And I feel kind of scarred and like maybe I would just be better off just being a mom, making comedy, writing books, having friends, and that's it. And a vibrator. Like maybe my life would just be more peaceful. And not because of anyone else other than me and my inability to do relationships well. I don't know what it is. Did my dad not pay me enough attention? I don't know. But I just feel very discouraged right now. I also don't know, I feel like I don't know what it looks like to be in a truly healthy relationship, romantic relationship. I don't know what that actually looks like. I don't really know. I mean, I guess my sister and her husband who live in Oregon, like they're a good example, of what a truly healthy partnership looks like with good communication and both, contributing equally in their own ways and, being kind and respectful and loyal and honest and patient with one another. I guess they're an example, but to attain that is a struggle for me. I feel like I've only known chaos around that. So I don't know, I'm trying to learn. My therapist is teaching me about interdependence and how a relationship is not my source. My romantic partner is not my source, but they're a supplement. That I am my source. I am my source and my partner is a supplement. Whereas like the codependent way is like they're my source, And if they're not okay, I'm not okay. And they need to approve of me or I don't approve of myself. It's like, it's crazy. So yeah. So I'm kind of just like dealing with that stuff, and my life is just feeling unmanageable, actually, slightly. I feel like overwhelmed with work. I'm writing 2 books and have 2 podcasts. One has not been launched yet, but and then I have to just maintain my sketches and, I don't know. And then of course the kids, right? I feel like I'm being a good mom, but I'm beating myself up because I don't feel like a perfect mom. I feel like I could be stricter, maybe, though I don't want them to be scared of me. And, I don't let them get away with things, but I also look at my children as, okay, I have an autistic 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. They're going to be defiant. They're going to try and test me and challenge me. And I don't know. I've been being very critical of myself as a mom and a parent and like, what could I be doing better? And kind of just beating myself up. I should be a better partner. I should be a better mom. I should be a better artist. just overall telling myself that I'm just not enough. I should be prettier. I should be smarter. It's that. And maybe all of this, is just like hormonal. Perhaps my period is due in the next, dude, I'm so irregular. My last period I had a 40-day cycle. There was 40 days in between, which is insane. I was literally 11 days late. I couldn't believe it. But I believe that I'm premenstrual right now. And so it could literally just be that. And that's why I'm being so hypercritical of myself. So really what I need to do is get back to those affirmations. And oh my God, I saw a video. Dude, I saw a video that made me cry yesterday. It was like when you're spiraling and you're telling yourself a bad story, a scary story, or not speaking to yourself kindly, or just spiraling or in fear. He said a technique is to just tell yourself, shh, actually shush yourself and say, shh, it's okay. Shh, it's gonna be okay. Shh, it's okay. Shh, it's gonna be okay. Can you believe that? It seems so simple, but I just loved it. I'm going to try shushing. I did a little bit last night and it was really nice. So yeah, I guess all of this is fear and selfishness. And I know what I need to do. I need to get into radical acceptance of exactly accepting my life exactly as it is right in this moment. Just getting into acceptance. And I need to stay present, just stay in today. Like today, I have to, I had to be a mom, get my kid off to school, play and teach my 3-year-old. Then I did yoga. Then I am filming this podcast. Then I have to film another brand deal this afternoon. And then I have to take Alfie to the doctor. And then, or actually, I think Steven's going to do that. Yes. And I just have to make some dinner and clean up and go to bed. That's literally it. That's all I have to do. If I just stay in today, my anxiety sort of dissipates. When I start thinking about what my life's going to look like, even tomorrow or next week or in 2 years, I start freaking out. So staying in today, getting into acceptance, and then also being of service. So I started TikTok battling, and I'm donating a portion of the proceeds to this nonprofit called Food for Life Global, which is the largest vegan food bank in the world. They're amazing, and they've literally fed millions of hungry, starving children around the world. It's called Food for Life Global. And the meals are like healthy and nourishing, and they're an amazing organization, so please look them up. Yeah, so just kind of getting into that. I find like when I'm in the most fear or sadness, it's when I'm thinking about do, re, mi, 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 mi. And I need to ask God or my higher power, the universe, what can I give today rather than what can I get? I always come back to that. If ever I'm feeling anxious or sad, like who have I helped today? Even if it's just calling my dad and asking him how he is, which not great. He literally was at work and it was really scary. He was like supposed to be home at 4 p.m. and My mom calls me at like 7 that he's still not home, 8, still not home. And, he has dementia, but he's still functioning. But it's scary because sometimes he does forget. And then he was like in the hospital. Turned out he was in the hospital because he fell at work and hit his head. And they took him to the hospital. And then when I asked him about it yesterday, he just could not remember. He's like, they tell me I hit my head. That's what they say. So yeah, I wonder, has anyone else experienced a family member with dementia, and how did you deal with that? Because I don't know. And I don't know that my mom knows either. And it's scary. But again, I just need to stay in today. And today, he knows who we all are. And he's okay. And my mom's okay. My kids are okay. And today, everyone is okay. So, shh, it's okay. I'm sorry. I thought this was going to be funny. I thought this was going to be funny and full of energy. Let me just make sure the school bus is in here. Hold on. 1 second. Yes. Okay, sorry. Alfie gets out right now. He loves the bus so much. In other news, Alfie's swimming. My 5-year-old taught himself to swim. He goes underwater and swims underwater and goes in the deep end. He's like amazing. It's so awesome to watch. Yeah, and I'm sorry that this was such a chaotic mess. But yeah, it's just kind of where I'm at right now. All right. Well, I should go. I'm sorry. This is a short one. But, I guess I could tell you one more thing. I wrote my first draft of a children's book, and I'm so excited about it. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. And when I go to sleep at night, I see it. I see the story. I see it as not just one book, but as a series, and then like a show, like a Peppa Pig type show. And I'm just so excited to share it with you guys. Like, I don't want to give it away just yet, but it's like the thing, like I've been struggling with my art for the last 2 years. Like, my comedy, I feel like, feels dry, and I'm not very motivated. When you've been doing the same thing for years and years and it feels like a hamster wheel. Well, that's how I've been feeling. And then, I just thought of this idea for a children's book, and I can't stop. And then I finally executed. And I'm just so excited to get it published and release it. And I just kind of want to be an author and be a great mom and eat good food and write books and see my friends and maybe one day have a normal, healthy relationship that doesn't spin me out. Is that asking too much? Is that asking for too much? What do you guys want? Like, what's your ideal life? Mine was different in my 20s. I want to be a hugely successful comedian. Nah, I don't care. I want balance. I don't want to feel run down. Just even having adequate sleep, I'm such a better mom. I just want balance. I want good friends and family in my life, for my kids to feel loved and safe and heard and respected. And I just want to do yoga and eat good food and make enough money to pay my bills and donate to people who need it more. Boom. That's it. And still make comedy, you know, have a good, healthy relationship with Steven too. You know, I don't want to fight with him. I want to be respectful and loving and raise our kids together in an unconventional way. That's what I want, y'all. Okay, I love you guys. On to the next. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry that the energy was low and it was all the fuck over the place, but I hope you got something from this, maybe related to some aspect of it. Make sure to comment if you're watching the YouTube, or subscribe to my Spotify and YouTube. I do weekly episodes. They're short, they're sweet, and I love you very, very much. And until next week. Okay.